Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Yes, Your Grace. Last time we left off, I remember I wanted to not hire the witch so that we actually have an okay amount of money. I would really like to be able to prepare the hunter for the battle, but I don't know if that's really going to work out at this point. But maybe we can pull something off. My people are still okay as far as happiness goes, but I'm running out of supplies because I gotta feed my military. 612. Yeah, it's not enough to like completely cover this, so we are losing. We're getting a net loss here. All right, let's save and continue. Keep my military alive after all. Father, I don't have time to explain everything. I know you're not responsible for Talos's death, and I think Evo knows who poisoned his father. The atmosphere here is very tense. Evo and his advisors are talking behind my back. They wouldn't let me stay with them and always send me back to my chambers. I've heard Evo says he has some kind of plan. I can't wait to Okay, this is wild, because, like, often in video games, someone will be writing a note and they get cut off, and it always seems really funny, but those notes are left around. This note got cut off and was still sent to me. So that means either something happened to Lorsulia. No, that means either something happened to Lorsulia, but the person that did something to her sent this off anyway, or it means Lorsulia just forgot to finish the note and just sent it. It's very funny. Good to see you. She didn't finish writing. Maybe she was in a hurry. Skochi's coming with Evo soon. We will find out everything then. We ready for the royal trial? Yes, I did all I could. Trial starts next week. It's our last chance to gather evidence, Your Grace. We don't need to pay agents for that week. Ooh, we don't? We won't need them. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Of course. Thank you, Audrey. Okay. Grace, I haven't found out anything specific about the decorations from the letter. The word has it that kings of the north usually decorate their correspondence to show off their wealth. Maybe some of our northern lords adopted this tradition. Thank you, General. If you find anything else, please let me know. Your Grace, a small family living on the edge of the village has recently lost their child to a fever. Little I could have done, but I helped them bury the poor mite. We prayed for his soul, and I've blessed the spirit on your behalf. The parents were grateful. Yay! To happiness. Grace, I bring you more information about the tooth. It's a very rare dragon tooth. It appears to have come from an Ala demon. Female dragon who lives in the ancient forest of Kalidor. Kalidor? What would such a thing be doing in my castle? Whoever lost it must have been an adventurous person. Audrey is right. I don't think you could get such an exotic tooth here in Davern. Okay, and then I invited you. Your Grace. I found a letter. The letter was on very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could come from? Let me think. Not from my lands. It ain't signed? That's strange. Strange and rude. Now here comes this. I changed my mind. You can take the Radovian. The question is, do I do this? I need... Let's see, we have this week. I'm gonna get 82, and then the next week I'll get 92. So I would be 8 soldiers short if I don't get the support from the trial. 8. That feels awful. 8 soldiers. But this is gonna feel bad, because if I had just done this way earlier, I would have had way more money. I feel like at this point, I should just stick to my guns and just not let you have the Radovian. Like, I don't know if I don't have exactly 1,000 soldiers, if that's an absolute 100% game over. Like, maybe 1,000's the max. I don't know. I don't I want to say they said 1,000's what we need. But... I feel like at this point I should just stick to my guns, because if I had done this earlier, I would have been way better off. So it feels like a waste at this point to do it now so late. Also says Evo knows who murdered his father. So maybe he will help me a little bit? It annoys me so much that I'm gonna be 8 soldiers short. Because I don't even know if it's worthwhile to get those extra 8 from you, because we'll be going over. Will that even be worth it? That's all. That would be best. Ah, Your Grace. I got to ask you some things, so... Your Grace, I'm sorry to bother you, but we're in a very bad situation. We don't know why this is happening. Someone must have done something terrible for the gods to punish us so badly. Our sacred oak is dying prematurely. All the leaves are falling and they shouldn't be. We have given all the sacrifices we could. We have gathered and prayed. Nothing is helping. We think Volos has escaped underground. He is searching for the sinner. He must be hiding in someone's house. That's why we've been having so many thunderstorms, Your Grace. The god of thunder is trying to find Volos. Thunder won't stop until he returns underground. Please send a hunter to find him, or give us supplies for tonight's ceremony. Perhaps we can calm the gods down. Oh my god, no way. No way with that. I can't send the hunter, but 3 weeks? Do we even have time for that? The Rodovians are gonna be here in 2. The Rodovians are gonna be here in 2 weeks. Is the game going to continue after that? I'm wondering. I mean, people said this is pretty short, so I was kind of expecting it to end when the Rodovians happen, but if this goes past the 28-week mark, I have to imagine it's going to continue a little bit more. I don't know, though. I truly do not know what to do with that. But I'm not even going to see that... I'm going to work off of current logic and assume this is going to do nothing, because yeah, that's 3 weeks. I'm going to assume that's going to do nothing. I'm sorry. Can't help you with your tree. You're just gonna have to have a new one. Why can't you just pray in a chapel? Your Grace, you couldn't offend the gods more by saying that, to see what kind of kingdom we are ruling. Uh-oh. Only helping your own. Fate will find you one day and you will regret this. Oh my god. 5 loss? I helped you with your tree before! I mean, I didn't mean to say something so offensive, but... it just doesn't seem super worthwhile at the moment. I'm sorry. Baker. Borrowing gold would be very useful. Borrowing gold would be very, very useful. You know, I mean, I won't even have to pay all of it back if it actually ends at the 30. Yeah, I want to borrow gold. You offer 50 gold, repayable over 6 weeks with a 10 gold fee. I'll take it. Perfect. Thank you. That's it. Appreciate you. Eric, I have important news. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to jinx anything. I think it must be around 14 weeks, but now I'm certain. We're pregnant. Ooh. That's wonderful. Hopefully it'll be a boy. Yes, my darling. I have a good feeling. You told the girls yet? No, I haven't. Can I tell them? Of course you can. Hey, congrats. Allies. Some of my northern lords. So I talked to lords, was trading spices. I don't know who's a northern lord. Lena Northern? You have, after helping lords, the lord is to stop lords doing this, yeah. Secret message arrived, Eric passed the message, yeah. We have one update, we have 3 different updates I could get, and I could talk to Lures or Etten, but Lena's the one I haven't talked to the most recently, so... oh wait, she's away. Well then, I think I'm gonna invite Etten then. Because Lures might have an update, but Lures is on good terms with me. Etten could just lie to me. I don't know what update I'll get with you. Let's invite Lures. Okay. No, Grace, my village was attacked by vicious animals. A pack of wolves has attacked our shed. Took some of our chickens, leading us less to eat, and they have also wounded the shed keeper, who tried to scare them away. I think they're hungry at this time of year. We're afraid they'll be back. Oh god, I'll have a hunter check. He should be able to track down the wolves and make sure they won't be a problem. This is wonderful. I will show him which way the wolves went. Okay, that recovered my happiness a little bit after I pissed off. God, I sent one hunter to fix a wolf problem, and that repaired me pissing off an entire religion. Queen announced her pregnancy. Eric sent a hunter. Well, before you, Your Grace, my name is Boguslav. I don't want to bother you, but I have a matter that twists my brains. My lady, she's so upset with me, and she's got good reasons, I tell you. I ain't a man to think straight. I wanted to do good, and I sold our barn to buy her a servant. You know, to help her in the house and with the kids. She always complains of how much work. She flipped and threw me out because our barn will make no more money for us. She has a point there. Darn, I did not think of this before. Tried everything. She will not have me back. I found a new job in the potato fields. I shaved even. Heart is broken. I cannot sleep. Please help. I'm not one to advise on love affairs. We all make mistakes and we all have to deal with them. There won't always be a person who can come along and fix your problems. I'm truly sorry to bother you. I really messed this one up. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I got more important things to deal with right now than you making a bad call. Okay. So we don't have our hunter, but I do still have my general, who I can send out. Bedchamber. Hi. How are you feeling? Such good news, Orlea. No, honey, I'm so happy. How are you feeling? Well, I've been vomiting all morning, but that's fine. I suppose I can live with it. Remember when I was pregnant with Lorsulia? Of course, those were different times. Wish things were as simple as back then. Me too. No wars, no lords, no silly peasants. Listen, if you need anything at all, you come and get me. Of course. I think I'll stay here and have someone start the fire. It's quite chilly. Of course, my darling. I'll see you later. Okay. The gardens. Alright, Asalia, I gotta tell you. Yes, father? Been good news, your mother is pregnant. I wonder if the giggles you've been having in the bedroom lately. Asalia, please. Sorry, haven't you got enough? 2, 3, yes. We're hoping for a boy. We need a successor. Oh, I hope it's a boy then. I wouldn't want yet another sister. Maybe a boy wouldn't get so torn up about silly jokes. Oh, Asalia. Don't do anything silly. Do I ever? Yeah, kinda. You kinda do. Sadani? Your sister is visiting soon. Are you excited? Yes, is she bringing Dusty? How long is she staying? I'll tell her about how Hister tried to save her. Sorry, she's not bringing Dusty, sweetheart. I know how much you miss him. But he wouldn't want to travel such a long distance. I'll take you to see him right after all this is over. How's that sound? That's fine. Need to find a new agent, something different, but nothing else comes to the gardens. Find something eventually. How about another snail? We can't do much. You're going to be a big sister. What? I already have a big sister. And now you're going to have a little sister, or a brother. Oh really? When? I want a little brother. What's his name going to be? We don't know yet. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. But he or she is going to join our family in around 20 weeks. Just a long time? Yes, it's still a while away. So exciting. Maybe you can help me convince Lily to come back home. Goodbye. This is some different music that was playing. Interesting. Okay, we're done except for me needing to send out... Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 more locations to explore, so... Go check it out. Alright, we're good on resources. We are very, very good. Okay, spices, Lord Lures. I can prepare the hunter for the battle with this money, which will be fantastic. Alright, save and continue. The royal trial, here we go. Welcome to the royal trial. We will firstly question any witnesses that have a say in the matter. Then we shall go through gathered evidence. And lastly, we will identify the killer. Some of you are suspects, and I have the right to believe that the real perpetrator is amongst us tonight. And with that, let's hear what witnesses have to say. Your Grace, we have 2. We have 3 people enlisted as witnesses. Who shall we start with? Talus's advisor. King Talos' own advisor. Please state your name and tell us what you have to say. My name is Rigo. I was an advisor to King Talos. I have a very important piece of information. I recognize Lady Lena over here. She visited our castle not long before the royal wedding and threatened King Talos. She said her son was supposed to be the one to marry Lorsulia, not Evo. She said that if the wedding were to go ahead, she would come for Talos and his family. Let's proceed accordingly, Your Grace. She is clearly the perpetrator. Lies? Shh. You will need to speak at the end, Lady Lena. Here we go. This is very useful. Talos' castle guard? I mean, I feel like that's probably a red herring. State your name and tell us what you have to say. It is Lutfrid, Your Grace. I was King Talos' guard and I served him well. Not well enough, I can hear you say. But know that there was little I could do against poison, especially one that works so fast. The day King Talos died was a day of shame and guilt, and King Evo was continuing to make me pay the price. To the point. All I wanted to say is that I have witnessed many people visiting Talos over the years, but none angered him as much as Noxie. I think we all know how much of a liar he is. I'm no liar. Who are you to shame me in front of the kings? Order! Talos called him a deceiver after he proposed to help his wife Paloma. Talos knew the only reason Noxie offered to help was to become famous or something he didn't do. Noxie was enraged, claiming he wasn't a fraud and that he would show Talos. See, do not have any questions, let's proceed. I don't think Noxie would do it. Peasant from Bronca. Come up. Tell us your name and where you are from. My name's Hermar, and I'm from Lord Eden's town, Bronca, Your Grace. What do you have to say? Own a vineyard in Bronca. We have been observing Lord Eden for a while now. He has been acting so strange, walking around the village in a trance. How dare you tell such falsehoods? Calm down, Eden. One time he pissed all over my grape flowers and none of the grapes will grow. How rude. He's not a nice man, Your Grace. I'm convinced it was him who poisoned Talos. I mean, the reason you've been walking around in a trance is because you're doing angel dust, so I don't actually think Eden did it. Is that all, Hermar? What do you need? Just get rid of him. Who's next? Yeah, I don't think it was Eden. I feel like the strongest case we have here is Lena? But I didn't get to talk to Lena, so I don't really know much. Noxie, I just don't believe would do it, and Eden... The evidence given against Eden, I don't know. Let's proceed. I think these are all the witnesses we have. Let's proceed to the gathered evidence. The animal tooth. An animal tooth. An item so rare, only one known person could have returned from such an encounter alive. Noxie the Dragon Slayer, please step forward. Yeah, but you're not actually a... Yeah, okay. Tooth was examined and only one creature fits this unique shape, an Allah demon from the far lands of Kalador. And who else could have traveled there and back other than the noble Knight of Honor? Animal tooth was found in a wine cellar. This is where Noxie could have poured poison in our wine. He wanted to help Talos' wife Paloma, but the king shamed him instead. Noxie couldn't bear the feeling of rejection, and so he planned to murder King Talos. As I am truly a man of honor and never do such a thing. King Talos made a fool of me that day, that is true, but I left this castle as ordered. No way does this prove I killed King Talos, only that I have not, only that I've been to the wine cellar, which I'm not denying. Okay, so it is your tooth. And why would you be sneaking around Grevno Castle? I was just looking for a quiet place, and to talk to Lady Lana. Sir Frederick's widow. When we talked, she must have pulled it off my neck. It was a very fascinating conversation. I see. So you admit this item belongs to you? No. Well, it could be mine? I don't know. I have a lot of these things around my neck, but I swear I didn't do anything to the wine. It's enough. Back to the king. Interesting. Decorated letter. Instructional letter. The scribe includes instructions detailing the usage of the poison and a map of our castle. It's a very specific decorated pattern which matches only one lord who attended the wedding. Lady Lena, please step forward. Only lords from the north decorate their letters in such an elegant way. I believe Lady Lena was the only northern visitor on the wedding night. The letter was found hidden beneath a paving stone in our gardens. The drawings on the letter depict a rowan tree, a symbol of protection against curses, and, yep, a tree from which lords build their children's cradles to protect them against evil spirits, and we've heard that your child is cursed. Lady Lena's boy was cursed, so she used these symbols to try to chase the demons away. There's no question as to who wrote this letter. Lady Lena also seems to have a very good motive for wanting to kill Talus. He threatened to kill him if the wedding took place, and it did. I never do such thing, Your Grace. Might have had cold feelings toward Talus. There's a big difference between not liking someone and killing him at his son's wedding. Besides, if I wanted my son to marry Lorsulia, would it not have been better to kill Evo? Killing his father would make no difference. You admit that this parchment came from your kingdom? No, we don't decorate our letters with rowan trees, but roses. It's enough. Back to the king. Yeah, I feel like we have the strongest case against Lena right now. Poison phial. Poison phial, with the very substance still inside that we are certain this belonged to the person who poisoned King Talus. Lord Orton, please step forward. It's a common knowledge that amongst the royal heads that you have access to all sorts of poisonous substances. Tests indicate that the substance of this phial matches the one used to poison King Talus. Not only that, but it was found near Branca, a village under your control. Talus was against the dust trade, and as we have found out from Lord Lures, you two were not on the best terms. With Talus' death, weaker borders with Atana might make it easier for you to distribute the dust beyond Davern. By poisoning King Talus, you plan to expand your business, isn't that the truth? Based on Hermar's testimony, even your own residents know you're up to no good. Nonsense. Maybe running a little side business, but this product can now be found literally anywhere. Your markets in Davern are full of distributors. Phial does not prove that I was the one who poisoned Talus. This could have been anyone. Enough. Back to the king. I feel like it's gotta be Lena. Which feels like a red herring, because, like, yes, the case is strongest against you. And it was the advisor that specifically said Lena was the one. There's no more evidence. Yeah, there's no clear answer here, Your Grace. We have to send in anyone, or else Evo will put all the blame on you. Did the best we could, it's just politics. I only considered the benefits you gain from each lord, if any. If we send in someone without a lot of evidence against them, though, then our people will sense that it was just a royal whim. Handle this, Audrey. Based on the evidence or lack thereof, I sentence... I could throw someone under the bus. I mean, yeah, we didn't get, like, a clear-cut answer. I tried to invite Lena, but she didn't get here in time. So I couldn't follow that thread appropriately. Noxie, I feel like we got a lot out of. Etten, I feel like we got a lot out of. I really don't feel like it's Etten or Noxie. I feel like we have the strongest tie to Lena. But I'm not totally sure it's Lena. And... if I sentence no one, we're going to be held responsible, which is going to be awful. But I know it's not me. I didn't do it. I feel like it points to Lena the most. Sentence Lady Lena. Lady Lena, you have ordered the preparation of a poison. You have threatened King Talus in his own castle. You must be the one who made sure that King Talus would not leave the castle after the marriage. I sentence you to die. But how? I didn't do anything wrong. I hope you burn in hell. You're King of Davern. Uh-oh. You have found the one responsible for my father's death. We lost happiness. But I mean, I wasn't getting anything from Lena, so... the outcome of this trial is satisfactory for me, and as such, Atana's forces will aid you! 3,000 men will be ready to strike when you blow the horn, signaling my men to ambush the enemy. Such is my will. Okay, so... that's fantastic. I have enough soldiers. You always love this view. Is this where the battle will take place? So, if I sentence no one, like... the reason I was kind of scared to sentence no one, even though I didn't have, like, a huge case against any one particular person, is because would then Evo have been pissed off at me? Probably. And Lorsulia would have suffered. It does feel bad throwing Lena under the bus, but I do feel like given the evidence that we did have, Lena was the best option. It could have been Noxie, but that felt like a pretty, you know, like the Etten and Noxie, well, Etten had a little bit more of a reason to want Talus gone, but Noxie I don't really feel like he did. Lena did, though. Is this where the battle will take place? Yes, do you see? Right there in the middle, there's a tight trail leading through. That's where we will hold them off. Strange. Turns out I was always staring into the end of it all. Hey, nothing ends. With Evo's help, we will be victorious. If he helps. You were at the trial, you heard what he said. You He will keep his father's promise. Everything will be fine. Let's not worry about that for a second. A lot of things have happened since you left, you know. Sadani found new pets. Sadani kept finding more and more ridiculous pets. She can't quite find a replacement for Dusty. Last time I was here, she had a snail. What was it? Smudge. Smudge. She gave me a hard time about it. Won't forget that. There's also a hedgehog, a fox. I'm worried what she will tame next. You heard of Maya? Zalia found a new friend. Turned out she was from Redovia, so your mother expelled her from the castle. She always keeps interesting company. Has she grown up, or is she still a mess? I don't think she'll ever change. She gives me a lot of trouble, that one. The other night she pulled another one of her pranks, this time on your sister. Zalia doesn't spare anyone. Mother's pregnant. We had our fair share of stress with your mother, too. She's pregnant. You'll have a sibling. Congratulations, I guess. It's hard to imagine what she must be going through with the battle on the horizon. I think we should wrap it up. Your husband must be looking for you, I suppose. Miss you, all of you, so much. Forgive me, Lorsulia. Shouldn't have let you leave so soon. You know this was inevitable. Everything is fine. You don't need to apologize. No. Bruises? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ivo was doing all this to you? What? Oh, no, he wouldn't. He's very kind. He's good to me. He takes care of me. Just like I told you in the letters, Father. Father, please don't tell him. He's the king of Atana now. He has an army that will blindly follow him even to your gates. Don't say anything. It's better that way. He has better and worse days. Don't anger him more, please. Can't let this bastard treat you like this. I will talk some sense into him. Please don't. There you are. Pack your things, we're going. Father. I'm not standing for a wife abuser. I mean, I did earlier, but that was a rumor, but I have proof now. You pipsqueak. You think you can wear the crown on your head and do whatever you want? Lies did you tell your father this time? You plotting against me again, Lorsulia? I didn't say anything, I promise. She has nothing to do with it. Do you think I can't see what you do to her? You lay hands on my daughter again, I swear I'm going to. What? Defeat Redovia all by yourself? I think you're forgetting your position here, Eric. Give you my army, and thanks to me, this castle will see another day. You do not tell me what I can or cannot do. The Verna's at my mercy, so you had better address me with proper respect. No, I'm not saying the name of the game. Better leave off here. Too much talking will get you and your family into trouble. We're leaving, Lorsulia, before I change my mind. I mean, I tried. I tried to confront. I tried. We have 992 soldiers. Which feels like a good amount. Alright, I don't actually know if there's gonna be enough for another video. I'm hoping. Like I said, I don't know if this is continuing after this point or not. Possibly, we'll see. So, alright. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.